Hello, everyone. This is Cedric once again. It's been a few days since I made a video. I do apologize about that. Anyway, let's see. I never had a request to make a video or a topic, so I'm going to stick with the topic I know of. And that's pre-foreclosures, of course. Mortgages, too. And I'm going to give you my take on second and third mortgages today. I can't give you a case study because I don't want to share no one's information who take place or not have to should take place, because there is a difference between lawful and legal. If you haven't recognized that as of yet, selling when you are going through the foreclosure process. We're not talking about bankruptcy. That's another topic. One thing that some people believe is that you get into foreclosure, file bankruptcy, where it doesn't hurt you. I don't agree with that. I think, well, I'm not going to say I don't agree with it. A reorganization of what you have of your assets could be a great thing. I don't know. I have never done that. One of the things I know, what I know of, is just the foreclosure process and how to address it. But then again, I'm a seasonal worker too, so if I had a mortgage and I fell behind, I'll just wait and go back to work. That's poor for me to say when I shouldn't have to depend on the job, because I'm supposed to be all about multiple streams of income and economic literacy, not to depend on a job. Because my goal is not to work 20, 30, 40 years more, taking that much time of my life away, because I'm not guaranteed that anyway, while someone else is relaxing, twinkling their toes in the sand. I done got off topic already, in a sense. Let's get back to these houses. If you are going through the foreclosure process, that means that a notice of default has been served, or a less pendants has been started. Just remember, you missed 3 payments already, plus 1 day, your 91st day, the lender has been paid. They don't even care if they try to help you or not. That's just how some of them are. Foreclosure. You can sell your house in foreclosure. I hope you do. Sell it to me. And then in a year, I can get it refinanced. The lender is paid what you owe them at that point, and the rest is for you. My contract with you has been cured or satisfied, and you can continue moving forward with your life. Hopefully the funds benefit you, instead of going through a foreclosure and you don't get nothing out of the deal. That's what I've always said. I'm here to provide options that can be molded into a solution for you. There's so many things going on in my head when I do get on live. Usually when the videos are over, I'm always like, I should have said this and I should have said that. So I'm going to try to slow it down, slow the thought process down, so I'm not missing anything. I'm contacting people, homeowners. I've been using lately auction.com. because that has been giving me the information I need for what I do find. Other than that, I use Zillow, Realtor.com. I use different information sources. I don't pay for leads. I don't do that. I haven't had to do it. Not with those free outlets. Craigslist is another good one. Go to the rental sections. Back to the foreclosure process. Sometimes we don't do our due diligence. We don't answer the court documents when it's sent to us. By not answering, we are legally admitting to acquiescence, meaning that whatever they say is good. And we wonder why we can't battle them. Or not battle them. Have a conversation. It's not about a battle. Conversation. Play nice. When they play nice. Hopefully this video is not too long. I'm not long-winded. I don't speak that well. As you can tell, like they said, you have a southern drawl, I guess. But hopefully someone can benefit from this video, or others also. Let's see. When you are sent a summons, not a summons, when you are sent documentation from your county or parish, if you're in Louisiana, don't just put it up there and forget about it. Because you don't want to not be aware of your foreclosure date. Even if you're not going to go to it to see what happens, just know if your property sells to a third-party investor or what they call the beneficiary takes control of it. Some people like to say the bank took it back. The bank never had it in the first place. You're the owner until that point. You don't want the sheriff coming knocking to your door. And maybe some people say, well, why the sheriff gets involved? Well, if you go to your county website for foreclosures, they would say the sheriff is acting in behalf, or not on behalf of the lender. What it is that they process all the paperwork, the courthouse, clerk of court's office. All those people work together, of course. They work together for your traffic tickets too. But in foreclosures, it doesn't. If it's a non-movable object, they refer to them as movables and non-movables. Typically, what the sheriff department gets, the sheriff gets, is 3% of the overall sales price of a non-movable object, such as a house. A movable object, bulldozer, car, truck, boat, the overall sales price, 6% of that goes to the sheriff. So what the sheriff does say, well, if you pay me this much, I'm going to send my officers over there to clear the house out and secure it. And the house may be secured before that anyway. Because if one of those property preservation people or companies get wind of it and they verify with the lender that a mortgage is attached to that property, they try to say that they securing it because of the lender. That's illegal. They cannot or I'm not gonna say illegal. I can't be giving you legal advice. Please forgive me. They cannot change your locks on your doors. Now, if you leave and that house is empty, they'll probably get the city inspector go by there to verify it has been abandoned, and then they will secure it by changing your locks, cutting the lights off, cutting the water off, so people don't go in there and inhabit it, setting fire to it, becoming street pharmacists or any type of those activities. They can use that as an excuse, and you're not answering any complaint. So who is going to go against them? Multiple mortgages. I did create a Facebook group for that today. If people have questions, concerns about multiple mortgages, I love them. But that's just me. If you, no, I can't even say that because that's legal advice. If you have to get more than one mortgage to purchase your home, just make sure you can pay for it. Don't get a second or third mortgage because John down the road brought a brand new F-250 and you want one too. That's going to put you in a bind, especially if you are on a fixed income. You don't make a lot of money, or the money that you make, you're not budgeting it right. You're living on 80 hours a week instead of 25 hours a week. There could be a stumbling road, a stumbling block or a hurdle down the road that you have just created for yourself. And if you only are a one income household where only you are bringing money in or producing income, if anything happens to you, and your monthly payment is whatever it is, and you have to work 80 hours so you can live that way, that's a sad way to live. You're going to be miserable because you cannot miss work. If not, they're going to start taking stuff from you. And if you are in a relationship or you're married, by putting yourself in that position, you will cause grief in your household. Trust me. You don't want to put yourself in it. I don't care if they brought 10 trucks down the road. That's them. They have to pay for that, not you. Maintain your household. A happy household will make for a happy life. Let's see. If you know you're going to miss a payment, or you feel you're going to miss one, your check got lost in the mail. Your parrot ate the check, the paper check. If you still get notes, do yourself a favor. Get on the phone with your lender and say, I had a reduction in workforce. Is it possible for me to have a forbearance for 6 months, even though you don't need 6 months? Get the forbearance, take the extra money you have, and split it up into six of those payments. Or you have to put this money up. You have to be religious about this. Put this money up because in 6 months, they're going to want all their money. If not, guess what? They will file a last pendants against you. And then they're going to say, well, we are accelerating your loan. We want everything. If you can't make the payments, we want it all. And what I would do, this is just me. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. I would do a cash out refi. Pull my equity out of that bear trap of a house. It's insane to dump $2,000 or $3,000 into a house anyway. No, more than that. If your loan is for $200, you're gonna pay the bank $6 over 30, and these little 40-year terms that they having now. I don't know. And anytime you have a chance to keep your money liquid, keep your funds liquid in your possession, keep it in your possession. Because that money in your possession will come in handy. Say you get hurt and you will be out of work for 3 months. You need to be able to pay your bills for the next 3 months. And those liquid funds will come in handy. It will help you achieve the goal that you need to achieve because you put the money away. That's one good thing about interest-only loans. Some people may say, Cedric, you crazy. I don't see why. Interest-only loans, I'm going to try not to mess this up, will, and this is not advice. This is just my opinion. Entertainment purposes only, remember. Interest-only loans will put you in a position. Say you need to get to the end of the year where you will get your bonus, $50,000, $100,000 bonus. You can still pay your loan down, but what an interest-only loan does, what it does is a forced payment. Your payment is only this much because of the amount that you borrowed. And you make that payment monthly. Now, the extra money, because it's not going to equity, is in your pocket. It's liquid, where you have access to it. You don't have to jump through 10,000 hoops to get to it. And when something occurs, say, oh, I have this money. I've been saving it for a rainy day. That's what I like about interest-only loans. If they wouldn't abuse them, they would be great. Some people just abuse them, take advantage of people because of their lack of understanding. And it's a two-way street. Just because you are lacking understanding doesn't mean you cannot self-educate yourself. Let's see. With that, multiple streams of income. Don't care how you do it, legally, of course. You need to create other streams of income come in. So when something does happen, if this source over here, if this source here dries up, you have this source, and this source. This can cover for this. And that's my opinion. All these are opinions. They're given to you so you can look up, prove me wrong, say that dude crazy, he don't know what he's talking about. Why would he like multiple mortgages? Why would he want an interest-only loan? Google says otherwise. You can believe Google. Open up a book. I'm not saying, I use the internet a lot, but that still won't stop me from opening up a book and learning. I don't care if it takes you 10 years to learn. You're going to learn it. You're going to know things about it before you endeavor into it. But that's the way it should be. And it just ran way too long. Let's see. And if you are there pulling your hair out because of a foreclosure, that's self-inflicted because you have help right here. Call me, message me. I'll put my number, my email address, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on all of that. I will help you. If you want to sell, I want to buy. Let's talk. I don't care if you have multiple mortgages. I told you I handle that. I buy like that. Some people may say, well, you're just going to steal my property. Keep the deed. I don't need that. At some point, the deed will be forced to be reproduced or conveyed once the terms of the agreement that you have reviewed and you accepted it, now it has to be paid. Once that's done, you have your money, then of course I expect the deed at that point. But I don't need your deed up front. That's not even something I even consider. Keep your deed for more security for you, so you can sleep well at night. Let's talk. What is going to hurt? A simple conversation. I'm here to help. Have a good evening. Take care of everyone. Later.